If it ain't one thing, it's another.
Good evening and welcome to the Edmonds Unitarian Universalist Congregation. My name is Eric Kaminetzky and I serve as minister for this community. Welcome to Friday night at EUC. We are bringing Melanie DeMore this evening, singer, songwriter, activist, historian, who's got songs and history to beat the band. So we'll be here for maybe 30 minutes and just enjoy ourselves. I'm going to start by lighting our chalice, symbol of our faith tradition. We light it, committing and completing a sign and a signal of our faith tradition, Unitarian Universalism. Friends, Melanie DeMore.
Hi, everybody. It has been a little while since I've been here in my Edmonds UU family. I have had many adventures, and since I've seen you last, and one of the things that I would like for us to just kind of think about, especially in these times that we're in, is how important our connection is with each other. I mean, that's just so important, since so much that's happening is about division. And it's so important that we remember why we're here. And one of my things that I've done, I had a residency at Redlands University in Redlands, California, and they asked me to write a piece for them, which I did. And they did a great job of it. And it's a piece that has 3 different songs in it. And I'm gonna teach you the middle one because I just think it's really important. And the whole song is about connection and about family. The whole last verse is family in about 10 different languages. So, and I certain things that I've done on purpose, like put Arabic and Hebrew together, that their words for family were right next to each other, you know. And there's from First Nations, and there's all these different things, and I thought, what is it? We are family to each other. And the second one, we're going to start with this one. This is the middle song. Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. And so that's how I could hold all the people. Not just select ones from, column A and column B, but all the people. Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. And it's not like God bless, it's like hold all of them. Y'all feel me what I'm saying? Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. Let's do it again, and we'll take it a little bit higher, and then I'll teach you the high part. We'll do both parts. But go ahead, baby.
No, I'm just ready.
So that's just think about that table, and it's a thing that you're getting better and better at here at Edmonds, is making sure there's just a seat for everybody at the table, right? Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. Let's get our clap on. Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your... So that's the melody. Keep singing. Go now. Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people the center of your heart. Come on. Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. We will hold all the people in the palm of our hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. Oh, hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. Yeah, all the peoples, not just some of them. So this song, that's the middle song, and I'll sing you a little bit of the first one, which goes, "Oh, people, weep no more. Oh, people, weep no more. We are lifting you, lifting you. We are raising you on high." So it starts out with children, then family, and then people. And all of these songs fit together. When you put them together, it has a stick pounding, and each thing adds another layer, but I just, especially these days. And so I wanted to just slip that, hold all the people in there. And you know, we have our little singing thing. You never know, we might be able to get the whole song in there, but I have another one for tomorrow. But in all of my travels, it's just noticing connections with people. You know, and when I was directing, I'm the music director for an a cappella opera called Obia Opera, and that's why I was in South Africa with them. All women's production, 78 pieces of continuous music, 140 light cues. I know because I suddenly had to call them. And the show is about Tituba. Tituba was actually the first person tried and accused in the Salem witch trials, and she was a black woman from the Caribbean, which, of course, they don't teach us that, but that's the truth. So this piece was about that, and it was so interesting because South Africans really related to that story, you know, about being falsely accused, about being separated, about all of those things. And so that was a wonderful thing. I got to do a lot of stuff with kids, and we did matinee shows. So there would be like 400 or 500 kids in their little school uniforms and stuff, and boy, can they sing! Oh my gosh, that is a singing country, and we had 5 kids with us, which was really great. And I was the only American. All the rest of the cast is Canadian Caribbean, because it's a Caribbean story. And our connection with each other was just really, really important, you know. And the story was important. And the last piece in the show, with all of the stuff, 78 pieces of continuous music. This is an a cappella opera, so the singers are the orchestra. They're singing their lips off the entire time. If they're not on stage, they're singing. Everywhere they're always singing. If their costume changes, they're singing. I mean, it was just really like that. But at the very end of the piece, Nicole Brooks, who wrote it, said to me a few years back, there needs to be one more song. I'm like, really? First of all, I said, and don't make it complicated, because, I mean, there's some of the songs that have 12 parts in it. You know, I had a cast of 20, and I was 5 voices short this time. It was intense. But in the middle of the madness, and we are in the middle of the madness, people. We just are. The moments of gratitude and recognizing the grace that we have around us is really important. So after all of this stuff that Tituba goes through, and she gets accused and all of this, and the whole story is about her not remembering who she is. But by the end, she remembers her lineage and her gifts. And what has happened in the story, basically, she gets sold into slavery. A Puritan minister buys her. The minister's kid gets sick. Tituba cures the kid when the Puritan doctors can't, and they're like, oh, no. This ain't right. Must be a witch. And so the whole story is her remembering, because she was so traumatized about being sold. And she remembers who she is and why she is here and what her purpose is. We have to remember that in these days, because it's a little bit crazy. So you have to remember and know what your gifts are and use them right where you are. Right where you are. Your community needs your gifts. The medicine you have, everybody needs it. And so it's hard not to be overwhelmed by the madness. What can you do where you are? Nod your head, everybody. Nod your head. Look around. You have each other. There are a lot of people ain't got nothing, but what you got is each other. So at the very end, she says to me, I'm just so, the Tituba, so grateful for remembering. I said, what do you want to say? And she said, I just want to say thank you. I said, say that. Mo du puey, 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 ancestors. Mo du puey, which just means thank you. He said, write that. Sometimes we think it has to be complicated, that it's got to have lots of words. It just has to be true. And so in the morning, before you turn on some electric thing, or before you listen to any news, don't do it. Before you put a foot down on the ground, you go, okay, thank you. First of all, my eyes opened. Thank you for that. Thank you that I'm warm. I got a place to lay my head down. Ooh, my stomach's grumbling. And I have food in the fridge. So those little tiny graces like that, especially in these times, because we get so overwhelmed with the madness. Those tiny little things. And then I'm going to give you a job. You're going to make up a thank you song. A thank you song. You can sing it while you're brushing your teeth and all that stuff, because you have a toothbrush and you have toothpaste. There are all of those, and just make the list of the tiniest things to be grateful for. You're going to make up a thank you song. And there will be a quiz, because I will be asking you to teach it to me. And it doesn't have to be complicated. And then if you're living in a house with other people, teach it to other people in the house so you can sing it together. I know it's a tough job and homework. My kids, when I was teaching at St. Paul's, homework, oh, Miss DeMore, homework. I said, yeah. I am the boss of you. Just do it. I have to sing a song? Yes, it's a choir. You got to sing a song. So that's your job, a thank you song. Okay? Look at me and nod your head. You're going to do it? Because, Eric will tell me where you live. I'll come to your house. I'll come to your house too.
Because I'll rat you out like that.
Yeah. So, you know, so
Have no fear.
Yeah. And one of the things I've been doing is writing and collecting gratitude songs. You know, because you need them. Because some days I want to wake up and I just want to like throw things at the radio, the TV, my phone. And I've decided that instead of doing that, I'm just going to write gratitude songs. Every day when I rise, I wake up so grateful. When I open these eyes, grateful for another day. Some of my singers know that. Let's go. Every day when I rise, I wake up so grateful. When I open these eyes, grateful for another day. Every day when I rise, I wake up so grateful. When I open these eyes, grateful for another day. Somebody's trying to sing them. How am I going to go? Every day when I rise, I wake up so grateful. When I open these eyes, grateful for another day. One more time. Every day when I rise, I wake up so grateful. When I open these eyes, grateful for another day. Every day. You know, I've been, music has been sort of like my medicine and my food, babies, I'm telling you. And I have the distinct pleasure to be a mentor for the Jerusalem Youth Chorus. And as you know, we just passed the year since the war began. And if you don't know about the JYC, look them up. They wrote a song not long after it started. JYC is made up of Palestinian and Israeli youth in Jerusalem. In Jerusalem, okay? Think about what they're dealing with. And talking about the idea of gratitude and community connection, they refuse to give in to what's going on around them. And in these times, it is really important that we look for the good. And to know, now when we're sitting here complaining and moaning and groaning, think about what these young people are doing. And they have made a pledge to each other that they will not drink the Kool-Aid, that they will not give in to the hate and the fear and the separation. And when you go and listen to a song that they wrote called A Different Way, and these kids wrote this song, and they sing in Hebrew, Arabic, and English. And I was just talking with Micah Hendler, he's the founder. They've been together about 15 years, and they have so many more kids that want to join the choir now that they're doubling up on the rehearsals. So many other kids in the area who want to sing, so that they're having to expand the choir. In the middle of all this, I'm just saying. Just think about that. You know, they have this is the thing we have to hang on to. It's like it is fierce. Like a fierce, unrelenting hope a fierce, unrelenting hope. Not that mamby-pamby kind of, gee, I hope I get, no. It's the kind that you don't, it's the kind that King talked about, the kind that Mandela talked about, the kind that kind of fierce, unrelenting hope in the face of madness. And they have chosen that fierce, unrelenting hope, and they do it through song. And the way that the rehearsal structure is set up, the first hour they check in with each other. Then they sing for 2 hours. And then the last hour, they talk about how they're going to stay connected to each other in a world that wants them to kill each other. How do we stay connected? They're doing this now. This is youth. This is the youth. They are making a pledge. That's what we have to do with each other. That no matter what, we have this fierce, unrelenting hope. And to hold on to that. Because babies, it's crazy. Let's just call it what it is. But now also, we've been through crazy times before. We have. When we thought, okay, this is nuts, we're done. But we're here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happens, do the work where you are. And remember those kids, because they're doing it in a place that they shouldn't even exist. And yet they persist in that fierce, unrelenting hope. And I am also really blessed because they open all of their concerts with one of my songs, which just kills me, you know. That just really touches me. They open every concert with Lead With Love, which really, really touches me. So go and look at that video of a different way and look at those young people and realize the pledge that they have made in what most of the world thinks is an absolutely hopeless situation, but not to them. So I'm just asking you, when you're writing your gratitude songs, because you know that is your homework, right? Writing your gratitude songs. Find those things that feed the fire in your heart, because it's really easy to just be inundated by bad, loud, snarky, junky, unhealthy, empty calories that just suck the life out of your spirit, and we need your spirit to be alive. Nod your head. Nod it. That's really, really good. You know, I whenever I look at those kids, or I run into some of my students everywhere, and it just gives me so much hope to know that they're out there. You know, and that with all this bad news, there is good news happening everywhere. And a lot of people, we lose a lot of people. We're at the time of All Hallows Eve and all of that. And when, we have lost people that are no longer here, I call it, we're like the boots on the ground. They're the wings in the sky. That there is a connection. And so we're not doing this all by ourselves, people. We're just not. And that it's so easy to get isolated and disconnected. But hold on to each other. Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. Oh, hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. Close your eyes and look at them. Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. All the people, hold all the people, all the children, palm of your hand. Everybody, hold all the people in the center of your heart. All the people, hold all the people, every child, palm of your hand. Each of us, hold all the people in the center of your heart, here and everywhere. Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people, hold all the people in the center of your heart. You're not alone. Hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. All the people, hold all the people in the palm of your hand. Hold all the people in the center of your heart. You know, I do most of my prayer time in the shower, which is really good. You know, I'm soapy and everything. I'm warm, toasty, everything. And my prayer is always to all the major and minor deities. I don't leave anybody out. And I had this one waking meditation a few years back, and they were all there. Jesus was sitting next to Krishna, and Krishna was there next to Allah. Kuan Yin was there. All of them were there. They were all there. And they're looking down at the planet. And Allah turns to Jesus and said, "Is that what you meant?" and Jesus said, "No." and then one of the other ones said, "How did they get it so wrong?" You know, they were just like, "Wow, that is not what I meant at all." Because all of it is about love. And it's gotten twisted. But I just thought it was just fun. They were like, "Wow." You know. It was cool to see, you know, Jesus and Allah just kind of hanging and stuff and everything. And it's like, wow, did they get that wrong? And when I think about those kids, they got it right. Huh? They got it right. That it is about love. And it is about that fierce, unrelenting hope. And we need that now more than ever. It's so good to be back here with all of you. And we will be singing tomorrow, 10 to 11:30. So please come. The whole service is going to be about Day of the Dead and ancestors and all that. I would love to do my Bright Blue Sky song, but I need enough people. So, you know.
Melanie, how good a singer do you have to be to sing tomorrow?
Are you breathing?
Yeah.
Great. That's pretty much the only qualification.
It's a really open invitation.
Please
if you've
come.
not sung with Melanie on a Saturday morning, y'all should come.
So please just come, and then, you know, if you can, we'll come to this service. And Bright Blue Sky will be sung anyway, even if I have to do it by myself, but I would much rather have you all there singing it with me. And, yeah, so I just in these times, I just want you to hold on to what you know is the truth. Because there's a lot of stuff that's not real. So we'll end with I Know There Is Sun. And it's a song that I wrote when, gosh, it was during the pandemic and we were having the fires in the Bay Area. It was just, okay. So let's think about that. Think about where we are. Think about where we were during the pandemic. Think about, okay, we've been through some stuff. We can get through some stuff, okay? We can get through it if we do it together. And so this song, it came to me. The smoke was everywhere. The lights went out at noon. It was just bizarre. And people were disoriented and they couldn't feel themselves, but I wrote this song, and this was the medicine that I needed. It goes like this, and you can sing along with me, you may know it. I know there is sun. I know there is sun. I know there are stars in the sky. I know there is sun. I know there is sun. I know there are stars in the sky. It's not what you see, it's what we know. It's not what we see, it's what we know. And I know there is sun. I know there is sun. I know there are stars in the sky. It's not what we see, it's what we know. It's not what we see, it's what we know. And I know there is sun. I know there is sun. I know there are stars in the sky. You gotta know what's here. Because what we see ain't the truth a lot of the times. But what do you know in your heart? You go there, do that fierce, unrelenting hope thing, and write your gratitude song. And come sing with me tomorrow. We'll be good. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody. All right. Hug each other up. Go home, have a nosh, a snack. That's what I'm going to do.